Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm William Stern, and this is The Power to Lead, where we cut through the noise and talk to you about what it really takes to build a business that scales. You know, last time we took a hard look at leadership. And if you haven't watched that yet, go check it out, because if you're managing instead of leading, your business is already capped. And today we're going to dive even deeper, because no matter how great your systems are, no matter how solid your team is, if you don't have the right mindset, none of it matters. You know, I've seen entrepreneurs build great businesses on weak foundations, not the business foundation, but the mental foundation. You know what happens? The moment things get hard, they crumble, because at the highest levels of business, your mindset is either your greatest weapon or your greatest weakness. So today I want to talk to you guys about how to build an unshakable CEO mindset, because if you don't master your mind, you're never going to master your business. All right, cool. Let's start with something that most people won't tell you. Business isn't just hard, it's brutal. You know, you're going to wake up some days questioning everything, and your decisions will affect not just you, but your employees, your customers, your family. You're going to deal with stress, doubt, and fear, and pressure most people can't even comprehend. And here's what separates a real CEO from everyone else. They don't just let their emotions control their decisions. You know, weak entrepreneurs make emotional decisions. They get caught up in the highs and crushed by the lows. Strong entrepreneurs, they train themselves to operate from a place of clarity, not emotion. Because if you truly want to scale, you need to have a mindset that doesn't crack under pressure. All right, so how do you build an unshakable CEO mindset? All right, step one, detach yourself from short-term emotions. You see, a weak CEO makes decisions based on how they feel in the moment. And a strong CEO makes decisions based on strategy, long-term vision. If you're running your business based on emotions, every bad day feels like the end of the world. Every little problem throws you off course. But when you train yourself to step back, see the bigger picture, you start making decisions like a real CEO. All right, step number two, I want you to get comfortable with making hard calls. If you can't fire someone who's hurting your business, if you can't raise your prices when you know you need to, if you avoid difficult conversations, you're not leading, you're hiding. A real CEO makes the tough calls, even when they're uncomfortable, because business isn't about making easy decisions. It's about making the right ones. All right, step number three, develop a habit of certainty. Most entrepreneurs second guess themselves into failure. They wait for perfect conditions, perfect timing, perfect certainty. And while they wait, someone else is taking action. You know, strong CEOs don't wait for confidence to show up. They build it through action. They make decisions, they adapt, they keep moving. They don't hesitate, because in business, hesitation kills momentum. Now, if you're constantly stuck in indecision, constantly overthinking, constantly talking yourself out of things, you're never going to scale. Now, here's the real question. Who's holding you accountable to that level of thinking? Because let me tell you something. Your business will never outgrow your mindset. If you're surrounded by small thinkers, you're going to stay small. And that's why we built the Fraternity. It's not just about strategy. It's about surrounding yourself with people who think bigger, operate at a higher level, and push you past your limits. It's about learning from entrepreneurs who have already built and scaled multi-million-dollar companies. It's about getting into the rooms where real leaders grow. And if you're serious about leveling up, not just about your business, but yourself as a leader, this is where you need to be. All right, guys, in the next episode, we're going to go even further. Because if there's one thing that determines the speed and success of your business more than anything, it's not your product. It's not your marketing. It's not even your sales. It's your ability to make decisions fast, effectively, and with absolute clarity. So in episode 7, we're diving into how to make CEO level decisions without overthinking. If you've ever second guessed yourself, hesitated on making big moves, or even lost time by overthinking instead of executing, this episode is for you. As always, hit subscribe, turn on the notifications, and I'll see you in episode 7. Your goals might feel out of reach right now, but they don't have to be. That's why Brad and I built the Fraternity. It's a private community of entrepreneurs who are working together to achieve more. We want to push harder and get results faster. You're not meant to do this alone. Click the link in the description. Let's reach those goals together. See you on the inside.